What's happening, guys? Celtic CC here. I just wanted to do a response video to JT and Pocay's video they did a couple of days ago. Basically, if you haven't seen it yet, the gist of the video was that they know a player on the Spanish server, I believe, who at the moment has got some communication going on with IGG. And IGG have actually said that they're willing to listen to ideas. I implore you to go and check the video out. Basically, the video was very good, and the points they brought up were valid, and I thought they were updates that could be very good for the game. But I also felt like they were missing the two main ones that were needed, and they kind of brushed, upon it towards the end of the video. But I felt like, the two updates that I would like to see, and I feel the game needs, to have to sort things out at the moment, need to be top of the list. So I think a lot of that's got to do with the fact that like JT and Pocay, they're both like heavy pay-to-play players. They probably, they're going to be in top level guilds where everyone's pay-to-play. So maybe they're not noticing things as much as I am. My guild is rank 896, so we're kind of a mid-range guild. And, I'm 465k might, but, I'm well ahead of most people, apart from my vice leader, who's nearly 400k. And obviously, I see a lot of free-to-play players in my guild, and when we're playing guild wars against other guilds, we're getting a lot of free-to-play action. And what I've been seeing over the past few months, since the updates where level 9 talent runes and breakthrough were brought in, I'm seeing free-to-play players leave a lot. Look at this guy. This is happening a lot. People just going inactive. So if I look at this guy, he's been inactive for 7 days, and there's no Lavanica or Skell or anything like that. He's probably going to be a free-to-play player, and it looks like he's quit. So it's like I'm seeing this happen a lot. The other thing I'm seeing is other guilds are playing. They're not putting down as much effort in guild wars. I've really seen a drop in guild war participation, not just from my guild, from other guilds as well. And I'm also active on Reddit, and read the comments and see where the problems lie. And the biggest complaint we're seeing at the moment is the fact that free-to-play players are seeing this game as a total pay-to-win paywall system at the moment to go any further. So the two big updates I would like to see, and I've talked about this in another video, is for hero trials to be updated so the level 9 talent rune appears more often. We're just not seeing this level 9 talent rune appear. No one is. It's as bad as the hero cards. It just doesn't exist. And this really needs to be updated, and it needs to be a big thing from IGG to, telling people that hero trials been updated, level 9 talent runes are going to appear more often. And we'll see if we get a level 9 talent rune. No level 9 talent rune, even though they're supposed to be in there. And I must have done I've done hundreds on all my accounts. Still haven't seen one from hero trials. So that's really important. That needs to be updated, because at the moment, if you're free to play, pretty much the only chance you've got of getting level 9 talent runes is to go pay to play. And that's not nice for players, do you know what I mean? But the other problem with the paywall system is the breakthrough. And the problem with breakthrough is, first of all, igniting stones, okay, you can get them from Labyrinth, which, elite Labyrinth is obtainable. It's not completely, a load of rubbish, where you're never going to get them. So igniting stones, you will be able to get them. But the other one, which is what's called Zenith stones, they can only be obtained, I think it's from, Infernal Summit 4. And no one's doing Infernal Summit 4, randomly. I can sit here all day and there'll be no one else joining. And you can only get them from Infernal Summit 4. And I just think that was a really bad move from IGG. I really think they should have made it so you could get them from any Infernal Summit. Because if you go in Infernal Summit 1, it's active. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, a lot of these, guilds like myself, the guild I'm in, Lunatic, and a lot of other guilds, players haven't got the type of heroes yet and teams set up to be able to beat Infernal Summit 4, and meeting up's going to be a pain as well. So the only chance you've got of, getting these Zenith stones is Infernal Summit 4, which means you're not going to get them. If you're free to play at the moment and, your lowish might, like between 100 to 200k, which is that's a lot. There's thousands and thousands of players like that in the game. You're basically stuck. You're not going to be able to get these Zenith stones, unless you switch to pay to play and start buying them. And that's a major problem for the game at the moment. The game is completely anti-free to play right now. It's got two paywall systems with the level 9 talent runes and breakthrough, which free to play are stuck. They're eventually going to run out of Zenith stones, and they're not going to be able to upgrade heroes anymore. And let's face it, Labyrinth chests, they don't give a lot of the igniting stones out anyway. So the two biggest updates that are needed is obviously Hero Trials needs to be updated, so level 9 talent runes are dropping more regularly, and breakthrough needs to be sorted out so that we can get these stones more easily. Whether that's adding them to extra game modes, but definitely the problem is with the Zenith stones, the red stones. They need to be updated so you can get them from, I would say, make it so you can get them from Infernal Summit 1. If they did that, it would make the game a lot better for free to play. It's not like, I've heard it doesn't give out many anyway, even when you do Infernal Summit 4. But at least if you've got a chance of getting them, you can progress in the game. You've got to look after your free-to-play players at the moment with games like this. Free-to-play players make up a large majority, and what we're seeing is drop-off in play, people quitting the game, leaving guilds. Like my guild numbers has dropped a lot just because people are quitting. We're seeing drop in guild war activity in mid-range guilds, and it's not all about the top level guilds are full of pay-to-play players. You need to look after the other areas of the game as well, and I just think it's very important that these updates are implemented, and IGG need to start making it so you can get these level 9 talent runes and break through crystals more easily, and it'll take away this sort of anti-free to play feeling that's going down at the moment. If you look on Reddit and read comments on Reddit, people are just really hating on the game at the moment. So many people are saying like, oh, you got no chance anymore if you're free to play. This game's a joke. It's just all pay to win nowadays. And it's not a good thing for Castle Clash. It's it's going to put off new players. It's going to put people off who've been playing for years. People are going to start quitting. You're going to start losing the numbers, and the game's going to start hurting. I'm already starting to see that the game's hurting at the moment. The activity's a lot lower in things. Fortress Feud's another one as well. I'm not seeing many people in Fortress Feud, and that's dropped drastically over the past few months since these updates have been implemented. So IGG need to sort this paywall system out they brought in and scrap it. Well, not completely scrap it, but just make it so we can at least say, oh, well, you can get them, it's just going to be very slow. And at least if you can get these things, then a free-to-play player is not going to go, you know what, fuck this game. I've had enough of this game. I'm never going to be able to get these things, so why play it? You can't have that kind of thing in place. At the moment, that's what Castle Clash is. It's free-to-play players as certain levels go in. I'm stuck. I'm forever going to be stuck. Why should I keep on playing? And you don't want that to happen. From a business perspective, every free-to-play player is a potential pay-to-play player as well. Eventually, they could end up spending money on the game. If they enjoy the game, eventually they will spend a bit of money on it. No doubt about it. So IGG need to really sort this out and start looking after their free-to-play players and, the lower-ranked players in the game. Alright, cheers, guys.